On this episode of My Story, Mike shares an aspect of his personality that has affected his social life as well as his approach to study. Also, Adam hits a brick wall in his study life and has to make a change. All this coming up on My Story. This week, we learned that part-time painter, part-time counselling student Adam has been forced to cut back on his studies.
Yeah, I dropped psychology. That was a hard blow. What happened was I was working on this assignment, which I found quite challenging. So things got pretty intense, and I just hit a block wall. So I thought, okay, what I'll do is I'll email the tutor and just explain that I'm just totally feeling like I'm coming unstuck.
Once Adam had decided that he'd like to drop a paper, that would be more doable for him, Adam subsequently emailed me and explained his situation to me, and we supported him in his decision.
She was very encouraging. I was really, I just felt she was very supportive.
We try to work alongside our students and give them a lot of encouragement where they need it, rather than just leaving them alone. Of course, ultimately it is each student's responsibility, but we like to think that we are approachable.
We were given the opportunity to talk in the classroom about where we were at and how I dropped the paper and how that made me feel, and that was quite good to do that, and I did feel like the class were behind me as well as the tutor.
We asked counselling tutor Gail if she has seen any positive outcomes from others who are in a similar situation to Adam.
Yes, we've had a number of students who haven't been able to manage the full-time course and have had to drop papers or do the course a particular year over 2 years instead of the 1 year. And for some students this works out really well. It gives them time to learn and develop, and we see quite often really good outcomes with students who take a little bit longer to do the course.
After speaking with Adam and Gail, we caught up with Mike, who shared a social difference of his that has affected many areas of his life.
So, I have Asperger's syndrome, which is a disorder on an autism spectrum, which is specifically affects my social interactions. A lot of things like body language, emotion, those kind of things, I don't tend to notice them. It's taken me a while to learn how to work with it, so that I can still be social and fit in. I've had to learn a technique of cold reading people so that I could actually talk to them. I used to get really nervous, quite anxious over things too, without knowing it was happening, because I didn't really understand the emotion or feelings that you were actually getting at the time.
We asked how his Asperger's had influenced his choice of study.
With Asperger's, you end up having a topic that you focus on a lot more. My topics tend to be more like electronics, production, and computer stuff. I've naturally just headed towards those things, and so that's why I kind of figured software engineering and web design would be quite a good area of study. I think that was the best thing I liked about the courses at Vision, was that as much as there was only smaller classes, so you could just deal with a few people that were in the class. It also meant that I could focus on one thing instead of 5 or 6 things at once.
To finish, we asked Adam if he had any key advice to other students in a similar situation to him.
The key is to be real, to be honest with yourself about what you're struggling with, and to communicate it. And it's not like the teachers or tutors are against you and trying to see you fail. They really want you to succeed, so they're on your side. They're encouraging you, and they know what it's like. They've been there themselves.
We asked Mike how he was hoping to use his Asperger's syndrome for his future career path.
Yeah, I really hope that I can use my AS for my better, using my abilities down a career path I would quite like to do. There is cases of people being quite successful and it not impeding them.
Next time on My Story, the end of the first semester is almost here, and we catch up with each of our students to hear their successes and challenges for the first half of the year. Join us next time on My Story.